You open your laptop. You've got a deadline. Your coffee is still warm. Everything is going perfectly. And then, out of nowhere, your cat walks directly across the keyboard, plants themselves right on top of the screen, and stares at you like you owe them money. Sound familiar? Now here's the question that almost no one ever stops to ask. What if that wasn't random? What if your cat wasn't just being annoying? What if they were actually trying to tell you something? Something most pet owners completely miss? Most people laugh it off. They scoot the cat away, rescue their half-typed email, and chalk it up to classic cat weirdness. And honestly, that's a totally fair reaction. But here's the thing. Cats don't do anything without a reason. Not really. Every blink, every headbutt, every slow tail flick is a form of communication. And the laptop thing? That's one of the most emotionally loaded signals your cat can send you. What most owners don't realize is that when your cat chooses that exact moment, the moment you are most focused, most distracted, most gone from them, to physically insert themselves between you and the screen, something deeper is happening here. And by the end of this video, the next time your cat does it, you're going to see it completely differently. Because there's one thing in particular, something we'll get to in a few minutes, that will genuinely change the way you think about your relationship with your cat. But first, let's start at the very beginning. Think about your daily routine for a second. You wake up, you make coffee, you sit down at your laptop or your phone, and you disappear. Not physically, you're still in the room. But to your cat, you're gone. Your eyes are fixed on a glowing rectangle. Your hands are busy. Your voice is quiet. The version of you that pets them and talks to them and acknowledges their entire existence has just checked out. And cats notice this. They notice it far more than we give them credit. 4. Here's something that surprises a lot of people. Cats form deep emotional attachments to their owners. Research in animal behavior has shown that cats actually display secure and insecure attachment patterns, similar to human babies. They track where you are. They monitor your mood. They're quietly reading you, all the time. So when you suddenly shift all of your attention to a screen, your cat doesn't think, oh, they're working, I'll give them space. Your cat thinks, something changed, and I am not okay with this. That laptop? It's not an object to them. It's competition. And this is where it gets interesting. When your cat walks onto your keyboard, the first thing they're doing is something deeply instinctive. They are physically reclaiming your attention, not asking for it, not waiting politely, claiming it. Cats are not built to beg. In the wild, a cat that whimpers for what it needs doesn't last very long. So instead of meowing at you from across the room or pawing at your eye, knee gently, behaviors you might easily ignore, they go directly to the source of the problem and remove it. Your laptop is taking you away from them. So they sit on it. It's almost logical when you think about it that way. And notice how they do it. They don't just walk past. They slow down. They circle. They position themselves carefully, usually facing you, and then they settle in with this completely unbothered expression, like they have been there all along and you are the one in the wrong place. That calm, deliberate presence isn't arrogance. It's a message. I need you. And I need you to know that I need you. Now, there's another layer to this that goes even deeper, and it has to do with warmth. Not emotional warmth, but literal, physical heat. Laptops get warm, especially on the underside, and cats are famously heat-seeking creatures. Their body temperature runs higher than ours, and they are always looking for the warmest available surface to rest on. It's why they find the one sunny patch on the floor. It's why they curl into a perfect circle on your blanket fresh from the dryer. So part of the laptop behavior is simply comfort-seeking. Your cat found a warm, slightly elevated, vibrating surface, and their nervous system said, yes, this is the place. But here's what makes this more than just a warmth thing. The warmest spot in most homes during the day isn't the laptop. It's wherever you are. Your body heat, your lap, your chest. These are the things your cat gravitates toward most. The laptop is warm, yes. But more importantly, the laptop is where you are looking. It's where your energy is going. And your cat wants to be inside that energy. That's not just instinct, that's affection. Real, complicated animal affection. Studies on cat behavior have found something that tends to surprise people who still believe the old myth that cats are independent and emotionally distant. Cats who live with attentive owners actually show lower stress hormone levels than cats who are frequently ignored. They sleep better, they're healthier, they live longer. The bond between a cat and their person is a biological relationship, not just a convenience. What most owners don't realize is that when cats seek out their owner's attention, even in disruptive ways, they're not being manipulative. They're being honest. In the language of cats, interrupting you is one of the most direct forms of communication available to them. Think about what it takes for a cat to walk onto your laptop. They have to leave wherever they were comfortable. They have to cross the room. They have to climb up to your level. That's effort. That's intention. Your cat made a choice, and that choice was you. Now here's the part I promised you earlier, the thing that tends to really land for people. Cats live almost entirely in the present moment. They don't think about tomorrow, they don't plan for next week. Right now, in this moment, is the only moment they truly inhabit. And right now, in this moment, you are distracted. When your cat sits on your laptop, they are not thinking about the last time you played with them or the time you gave them extra treats. They're experiencing right now. And right now, the person they love most in their world is somewhere else mentally. So, they come to find you. That behavior, that pushy, inconvenient, keyboard-destroying behavior, is the closest thing your cat has to saying, "Come back. I miss you. I'm right here." People spend so much time wishing their cats were more affectionate, more expressive, more like dogs who greet you at the door and make their love obvious and loud. But your cat is doing exactly that. Just quietly. Just in their own way. The laptop thing isn't your cat being difficult. It's your cat being devoted. There's one more thing worth understanding, and it changes the whole picture. Cats communicate a lot through scent. They have scent glands in their paws, their cheeks, their chin. When they rub against something, they're not just touching it, they're marking it. They're saying, "This is mine. I was here. This is part of my world." When your cat sits on your laptop, they're doing that too. They are, in the most literal sense, putting themselves on the thing that has your attention. They're weaving themselves into your space. And when they do this to you, when they headbutt your chin or knead your arm or press their forehead against your cheek, it's the same gesture. It means, you belong to me, and I belong to you, and I want that known. Your laptop is covered in your scent, your energy, your presence. For your cat, sitting on it is a way of being close to you even when you won't look up. It's them pressing themselves into the parts of your life they can reach. Something deeper is happening here than a cat just wanting warmth or attention. This is a small, daily act of love in the only language they know how to speak. So the next time it happens, and it will happen, try something different. Don't immediately push them away. Don't groan and close the laptop. Just pause. Look at them for a moment. Really look. That cat, sitting on your keyboard with their tail wrapped around their feet and their eyes half closed in that slow, drowsy way they have. That cat chose you today. Out of every warm surface and quiet corner in your home, they chose the place where you were. That's not an accident. That's not just survival instinct. That's a relationship. The bond between humans and cats is one of the oldest in the world. For thousands of years, we have shared our homes and our lives with these small, mysterious, deeply feeling creatures. And in all that time, they never learned to speak our language. But somehow, in all the small ways they have, they've been trying to reach us anyway. Your cat sitting on your laptop is annoying, yes. It's inconvenient, yes. But it is also, if you're willing to see it, one of the most honest things they will ever do. They see you getting lost in your screen, and they walk over and say, in the only way they know how, "Hey, I'm here. Don't forget about me." And honestly, That deserves at least a minute of your time. Close the laptop. Give them a scratch behind the ears. Because they've been waiting for you, and they're not going to wait forever. If this video made you think differently about your cat, drop a comment below and tell me one thing your cat does that now makes a little more sense. I read every single one, and if you have a friend who's convinced their cat is just chaotic and weird, share this with them, because sometimes the weirdest cat behaviors are the ones hiding the most heart. I'll see you in the next one.